Time-saving watering systems on the homestead, part 2. Ooh, it's hot. It's about to get dark. I talked about the wobbler head yesterday. I was going to talk a little bit about drip tape today. Similar deal, we have it running up through a main line and to a spigot. This goes to 2 of our gardens that are running drip tape primarily. Drip tape you want to also run at a 10 psi, 10 to 12 max, same as the wobbler head. This one we happen to have run into a fertilizer injector. Drip tape is a pretty cool deal. It's so customizable, whatever you need to do, depending on the size of your garden bed or whatever you got. You run through a main line. This main line comes from here, from that spigot. This is the center of the garden bed. And we are on plastic, but you could be on dirt, doesn't matter. And then I go both ways. But this is the center of a 30 by 30 garden bed. Drip tape is cool in the fact that it's pretty cheap. It takes a little longer to set up at first, but you can run it all season. There's little emitters right here that the water just drips out of, just like that, just like my finger's doing. So a good hour and a half of watering directly next to the plants or next to the row of your plants, it really gets it done, and it uses no more water than you really need to. Now, I buy all this poly pipe and fittings from an irrigation supply store. I live in an agricultural area, so I can get it pretty cheap, and for $300 or $400, I buy enough to last me the next 10 years. Back at the spigot, I also have it come down. This is the garden I was just at and just talking about, and I have a poly pipe valve. But I also have one runs over here, and this runs to the bed over yonder that is sweet potatoes and the cover crop. What's cool is once it's run, it's kind of there. I mean, you have to move it around. Like for us, we might have to pull it. We just pull our stakes up, pull the drip tape up out of the way, and we'll change our plastic out depending on what crop we're running. And like this is a green bean crop, and we have different holes for different crops. But this can stay, this drip tape, you move it a couple times a season and put it right back, and it'll last at least a season. And it's always there and putting that water directly where you need it to.